welcome to another tutorial. In this video, you're going to be seeing what has to be done to connect your external domain with your mailing boss. First, over here, we are in the page of mailing boss where you verify your domain. Here we can see that we have a couple of text records and also our CNAME in the bottom. So on your domain provider, you want to manage your domain and make sure that all of this information is well verified with them. So let's go over here into GoDaddy. I'm going to be using this domain over here, okay? For this tutorial, the domain name doesn't really matter because as you can see, I'm using a domain here and then a different one over here. So these text records wouldn't go with this domain, but I'm going to show you how to add those records so you know what to do once you are managing your own domain. Just make sure that when you're doing this domain in your domain provider and also in Mailing Boss are the same. So you don't want to be managing two different domains like I'm doing right now. So first, you want to add your first text record. So let's go ahead, click add. In type, we're going to choose txt. Host name, we can get it from here. So right next to our txt records, we can grab our host name right over here. So we copy that domain and click over here. Make sure there's no spaces. Over here in the text value, we're going to go ahead and copy all of this code. Make sure that you copy the txt records without the parentheses outside. Some domain providers do accept the text records with these parentheses, but we know that GoDaddy does not. So let's go ahead and copy this way and we can paste it as such. So once we did that, we can go ahead and click save. And for this TTL, guys, we don't really have to focus on that. If you guys want to know more about it, GoDaddy would be more than willing to explain this to you. Okay, guys? So let's go ahead and click save. And now, as you can see, we have a new text record added to our domain. So we can go ahead now and add another one, which will be our SPF records. It's also going to be txt as the type. The host, we're going to grab a different one. It's going to be your domain, okay? And make sure also, guys, there is a period at the end, because if you only put this over here, GoDaddy would see it as a subdomain. So make sure you put the period right after it and then you paste. And now for the text value, make sure same thing with the parentheses, copy all of it and then paste it right there. Done. So we pasted it. So guys, as you can see, there is a plus include, and then over here there's some more information. So let's say I already have a SPF record as such over here, and now I want to add another one to my domain. Make sure you do not add another txt record. So don't add a separate one. Make sure you go here and edit, and what you want to do is go where it says all over here. Make sure that this is at the end at all times. You can go ahead over here and do plus and then include 2 dots, and then you can put your new information there. Okay, so your new SPF record. Other than that, if you do have an SPF record already made in your domain provider, make sure you do not make a new one. So let's go ahead and save. And now at last we can integrate our CNAME. So over here in the domain provider, we're going to choose the type as CNAME, and then we can go over here and grab our CNAME. Make sure also the period is right at the end, and you're going to go ahead and paste it. Over here in the host, same thing as you did with all of them, but instead of being this one or this one, it's going to be just mboss. So we copy it, and over here we can paste. Once we've saved that, we have our two new text records and also our CNAME records. We can go ahead now in Mailing Boss and click Verify DNS Records. If I were to click this button over here, it will not work. As you guys know, I'm using two different domains for this tutorial. But after you have added all of this information in your external domain provider, you're going to go back here in Mailing Boss and click Verify DNS. And if you've done everything the right way, everything should work perfectly. Okay guys, thank you so much for watching this tutorial. I hope you have enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one.